is there any hope that there is a coalition of Republicans and Democrats that will insist on authorization to continue bombing Syria?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in the last Congress. I mean, there's a really strong coalition. There's a war powers caucus in the House made up of Republicans and Democrats. I think Tom Massey's on there, Barbara Lee, who's been really on the forefront, Democrat from California, on initiating these repeal the one in 2001, 2002 AUMFs. I mean, they've introduced several bills over the last several years. So you have the infrastructure left and right to fight it. I think it exists in the Senate too, with Rand Paul and Mike Lee, and I believe Chris Murphy and Bernie Sanders. They've just been, unfortunately, unsuccessful. I think they passed in the House, but not the Senate. And so I from what I hear, that there's going to be another shot at this, and Barbara Lee, I think, is either introduced new legislation or is about to. Unfortunately, I mean, the Senate's going to be hard. I think that's where the real fault line is. You have some really great Republicans on this issue, but not enough to sway all those hawks. And it was very heartening to see these members of Congress weighing in, with statements after the Syria bombing. But what can they do? I mean, they've gone right up to the line on challenging with war powers, the War Powers Act in regards to Yemen. That was vetoed by Trump. Let's see if maybe they can pass something this time, and maybe Biden will be more inclined to sign something. But it's really going to have to come from Congress and from the American people. Like, people have to start pressing their members to do something.
Perhaps the Yemen resolution is a more fruitful path forward. Although I worry about the partisan instincts of the Speaker of the House, and there has to be, I don't know, you will know this better than me, but the statement, I guess it was an executive order made by the Biden administration regarding assisting Saudi Arabia in the war in Yemen. I think it's shocking that arrangement exists in the first place. But it wasn't clear that it meant anything because it was about, I forget the right word, but it was like they will no longer assist in Saudi Arabia aggressing.
Right.
But if it's defensive, we're still going to help.